This is a self-feeding robot.
Wait, it's from a company called what?
The device is called an Obi. The company is called
Obi.
Dezen. Let me see if I can. There, that's the company, Dezen. But it's for people that no longer have the ability to feed themselves, or maybe they've never had it. And that's, if you have a progressive illness, that can be a very difficult time when you reach the point where you can't feed yourself anymore. That can be a kind of a grim milestone to hit. But with an Obi, it kind of puts you back in charge of feeding yourself. Someone does have to prepare the food and put it in the little bowls for you. And you do have to have the ability to select a switch in order for it to work. But if you turn Obi on, first thing Obi's going to do is let you know how happy he is that you're here today by bowing to you.
Oh.
And then it's also very easy to train, like where to put.
It almost just looks like a dog over here.
Right. And so it's very easy to train exactly where do you want the spoon, and when you're ready to eat, you basically just hit it. Let's say it's soup. I'd assume it's soup. So he scoops it out, and to make sure he doesn't spill it on you, he wipes off the back of the spoon, and then he brings it to exactly where it is that you had told him you wanted the spoon to be.
How do you tell him where the spoon needs to be?
Well, there's an arm that you hit. You put it in teach mode, and then you bring the arm to exactly where you want it, and then you let go of the button, and it remembers exactly where that spot is.
Wow.
So when you're done with that, let's say you want something different. What's in that bowl? Then you through a series of switches, it will do the same thing with that bowl, and then bring it back to the exact same spot.
Wow.
So those are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I would never think that there would be any kind of tool out there like that.
We're gonna I'll try to go into some nursing homes and see if we can get people to eat more if you put them back in charge of eating. And also,
I would think that would be an excellent idea.
Right, and also it would, from the nursing home's perspective, it's a lot of work to feed people who can't feed themselves.
Yeah.
If you can put them back in charge of feeding themselves, then that clears up the space and time for.
And do these tools here?
These are just basic. Yeah, no. This is a. Where is my guy here? This is what I don't know if she's charged up or not. This is known as a Giano spoon. It's for people with. It's for people with Parkinson's disease, and they have tremors. It may not look like it, but what this thing is doing is it's fighting against the tremor. So when I bring it here, when I bring it towards me, it's trying to bring the spoon away from me. If you go up, it tries to bring it down. It's trying to keep that spoon in a very, very small space so that you can reduce the tremor.
Would that apply to like shaky hands
right.
too?
For usually, but the target audience would be people with Parkinson's disease.
Okay. And
so it reduces the tremor by about 75%. Again, allowing people to continue to feed themselves. If you have a huge tremor, that the food's just going to go all over you, and then you have to have them fed. But so a Giano spoon. But these are just examples of big grips and things like that, so it's a little easier to hold. There's nothing,
bigger grips.
Yeah, there's nothing magical about those. It's just that it has the ability to